Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines. Russia has asked Washington to clarify its nuclear testing intentions after President Trump ordered the US military to restart the process. Moscow says any resumption of explosive testing would trigger responses from other states, including Russia. President Putin has already instructed his officials to prepare countermeasures amid growing global nuclear tensions. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin has chaired a high-level meeting on the development of the Russian armed forces. Among those present were Dmitry Medvedev, Defense Minister Andrei Belousov, and FSB Chief Alexander Bortnikov. The Kremlin has released only silent footage of Putin entering the room, offering no further details about the discussion. A top German military official has warned that Russia has capacity for a limited attack against NATO territory at any time, but a decision to act would depend on the Western allies' posture. He also, however, adds that Russia is too tied down in Ukraine for something big. Russian President Vladimir Putin denies aggressive intentions, saying Moscow's 2022 full-scale invasion of Ukraine was defense against NATO's own expansionist ambitions against Russia. US President Donald Trump says that Kazakhstan will join the Abraham Accords to have normalized relations between Israel and Muslim-majority nations. The announcement comes after Trump said he had held a call with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Kazakhstan's president. The Kazakh government said in a statement that the matter was in the final stage of negotiations. Kazakhstan already has full diplomatic relations and economic ties with Israel, meaning the move would be largely symbolic. US President Donald Trump says that Iran has been asking if US sanctions against the country can be lifted. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, said on Monday that cooperation between Iran and the United States is not possible as long as Washington continues to support Israel, maintain military bases, and interfere in the Middle East. On the other hand, Iran's president, Masoud Pezeshkian, says Tehran seeks peace but will not yield to foreign coercion. According to state media, he reaffirmed that Iran will not abandon its nuclear or defensive missile programs. Pezeshkian added that Tehran is open to talks on the nuclear issue, but the missile program remains non-negotiable. His remarks come hours after President Trump claimed Iran was seeking the removal of American sanctions, a claim Tehran has yet to acknowledge. North Korea has launched a ballistic missile toward the sea off its east coast. South Korea's military confirmed the test early Friday, while Japan issued an alert soon after. The move comes weeks after Pyongyang tested sea-to-surface cruise missiles during the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum. Dozens of people have been injured and hospitalized after an explosion occurred during Friday prayers at a mosque inside a school complex in Indonesia's capital, Jakarta. Police were investigating the cause of explosion at the site in Kelapa Gading, North Jakarta. The police chief said the number of people admitted to hospitals was 54, adding the injuries ranged from minor to serious and included burns. The Israeli military has carried out heavy airstrikes on southern Lebanon after issuing evacuation orders for several locations, saying Lebanese armed group Hezbollah was trying to rebuild its military capabilities there. The orders and strikes came despite a ceasefire deal agreed a year ago that was meant to end more than a year of fighting between Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah, and after months of Lebanese army efforts to clear Hezbollah sites in the south. The United Nations Security Council has removed sanctions on Syrian President Ahmed al-Sharaa, who is due to meet US President Donald Trump at the White House on Monday. The US drafted resolution also lifted sanctions on the Syrian Interior Minister. It received 14 votes in favor, while China abstained. Washington has been urging the 15-member Security Council for months to ease Syria's sanctions. Trump announced a major US policy shift in May when he said he would lift US sanctions on Syria. China has begun designing a new rare earth licensing regime that could speed up shipments, but it is unlikely to amount to a complete rollback of restrictions as hoped by Washington. The export curbs have become Beijing's most potent source of leverage in its trade rivalry with Washington, as China produces over 90% of the world's processed rare earths and rare earth magnets, vital in products ranging from cars to missiles. At least 5 people have died in Vietnam after Typhoon Kalmagi pummeled coastal regions with destructive winds and heavy rain, following the storm's deadly passage through the Philippines, where it killed at least 188 people. The typhoon made landfall in central Vietnam late on Thursday, uprooting trees, damaging homes, and triggering power outages before weakening as it moved inland. Authorities have warned of more heavy rainfall of up to 200 millimeters in central provinces and said rising river levels from Hue to Dak Lak could trigger flooding and landslides. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has won shareholder approval for the largest corporate pay package in history, as investors endorsed his vision of morphing the EV maker into an AI and robotics juggernaut. The proposal was approved with over 75% support, and Musk bounded to the stage of the company's annual meeting at its factory in Austin, Texas, accompanied by dancing robots. Musk, already the world's richest person, could get as much as $1 trillion in stock over the next decade. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.SAMAA TV. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.